Hey everyone, it's Darby from Untitled Chapter Games. This is going to be a brand new series where I show you bits of my game collection. Before we get started, there's a couple things I want to go over. Number one, I would love a really cool title for this series. So if you can think of a cool thing to call this, and I like your idea, I'll definitely give you a shout out next video. The other thing is we'll be looking at my 3 rarest or most valuable NES games. But what I'd like to know is what part of my collection you'd like to see next time. I have NES, Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64, I have Switch stuff. I also have other systems like the 3DO, the CDI. I got pretty much any system you can think of. So let me know what you'd like to see if you want to see some more retro stuff or even some modern games. So back to today's video. We're going to look at my 3 rarest NES games. And the most rare NES game I have happens to be the most valuable thing in my collection. So let's get started, starting in reverse order with my 3rd most rare game. Alright, so that game is Felix the Cat.
I've never really done anything like this before.
Felix the Cat is a platform game that was released late in the NES's library in 1992. It was developed by Shimada Kakaku and published by Hudson Soft. In the game, you play as Felix the Cat, obviously, and your goal is to save your girlfriend Kitty from the evil mad professor. In the game, you'll be jumping, swimming, and flying your way through levels as you attempt to rescue poor Kitty. To make things easier, you can collect magic hearts that will give you new abilities. In regular levels, normal Felix can punch with a glove at level 1, get a field of stars that damage close enemies at level 2, ride a motorbike and honk his horn at level 3, and at level 4 he gets a tank which can shoot bouncing balls at enemies. I love the tank ability, it's super fun. In the floating levels, his abilities change a bit. He starts with an umbrella at level 1, he gets a hot air balloon and throws frisbees at level 2, and at level 3 he gets an airplane that can shoot energy balls at foes. Swimming levels get their own separate bonuses as well, both in the surface and underwater levels. If you can make it to level 8, you'll get to fly in a spaceship, which is really awesome. Game music is pretty decent, but nothing overly amazing, but the graphics are great. My guess to why the game is so rare is its late release date on the NES, and on top of that, the game is quite desired due to the fact it's incredibly fun. So my 2nd rarest NES game is not a good game by any means, and it is Action 52.
I say, dear chaps, shouldn't you go on a diet?
Are you talking to me?
Action 52 is a multi-cart game released in 1991. This game is the dud of the 3 games we'll be talking about today. It was developed and published by Active Enterprises. On the cart are 52 different games featuring different genres. However, most are scrolling shooters and platform games.
Hey man, I'll help you out.
No worries, no.
Come on, guys, we have work to do. We come from the Action 52 game world where every game is...
Yeah, we're talking action and lots of it.
Action 52 is often considered one of the worst video games ever made. If you've ever played this, it's easy to see why. It was released at a price of $199, which is quite high for a game back in 1991. To counter the high price, they would say, but you're paying less than $4 per game.
We got space, dragon, adventure, even war games.
Yeah, dude, we even got rescue games, and man, they're smooth like ice.
Sadly, none of these games are worth $4, with the exception of maybe Cheetah Man, the most popular title from the cart.
Oh yeah, we're in there too.
It was also the featured game. It even received a sequel at one point. A funny fact about Action 52 is there was a contest to complete level 5 of a game on the cart called Ooze. The winner would receive $52,000 in cash, as well as a scholarship of equal value. The catch was that no one could get past level 3 due to the game crashing. I'd hope this wasn't intentionally done, but it sure makes you wonder. Why was Action 52 made, and why are the games so bad? The idea of Action 52 was actually really smart. The creator named Vince Perry saw his son playing an illegal multi-cart with 40 games on it. All the kids from his neighborhood started going crazy over this multi-cart, and a light bulb went off in his head. What if I could make a game like this, but do it legally? The problem is he hired non-experienced designers and gave them too short of a timeline to complete the games. Many started calling the game a scam. The most impressive and coolest thing about Action 52 is the cart itself. It has some nifty art of characters from the games and an awesome transparent shell. Possibly the coolest old school game cart I've ever seen. I do plan to do a video on Action 52 playing all the games. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see.
If you want the ultimate game challenge, you have to get Action 52.
Yeah, it's so cool! 52 games in one, and you can even play it on Nintendo! Man, it's awesome!
Alright, so for this next game, I need to give a huge shout out to one of my subscribers named Retro. She actually sent me this game as a gift, and it is incredible to get such an awesome gift from somebody. And this has got to be one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten in my whole life. It's a game that I never thought I would own just because it's so expensive. Not only the rarest game in my NES collection, but the rarest game in my entire collection. I have over 1,500 games. Panic Restaurant. Panic Restaurant is a platform game also released in 1992 like Felix the Cat. It was developed by EIM and published by Taito. In the game, you play as a chef named Cookie whose restaurant has been cursed by the evil rival chef Hors d'oeuvre. In the game, you'll fight your way through a herd of food monsters using multiple weapons across 6 different levels. The frying pan, spoon, fork, plates, pot, and eggs all have their own advantages and can help even the playing field. One of the things I find really cool about the game is instead of a world map, the levels are featured on a menu which fits the restaurant theme perfectly. Each level features a unique and challenging boss fight. Also, among the normal stages and boss fights, there are some special events. A slot machine which you can earn some sweet bonuses, a game called Go Fish where you have to collect specific fish to earn points, and also a game called Fried Eggs where you catch eggs dropped by birds but avoid the rotten eggs. This game has a terrific soundtrack. Each tune adds to the style of each of the 6 levels. On top of the wonderful soundtrack, we also have some exceptional graphics, which at times are quite hilarious. The main character's design alone is great, but where the game truly shines is the enemies. Watch out for the killer carrots, roasted weenies, cooked chickens, pizzas, onions, apples, eggs, toasters, teacups, fries, and many, many more. The game is rare due to its late release on the NES. The Super NES came out in 1990, and Panic Restaurant came out 2 years later and wasn't ported to the Super Nintendo. A lot of the most valuable and rare NES games were developed by Taito, and about all of them were good games with favorable reviews. Alright, so there you have it, my 3 rarest NES games. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like checking out some of my video game collection. I'll definitely do some more of this in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.